Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. This is a completely off schedule live for me, uh, but this may be my new normal going forward. The way things have been at work, I'm waiting for a bunch of data and spreadsheets from someone else to prepare for a meeting this afternoon, and I blocked out the morning to do my prep for this, and yeah, I don't have the spreadsheet, so I cannot do my fun. Hey, Nanya, what's going on? Did you all get ice? Because we were 22 degrees this morning. Uh, you did not get ice. We got ice. Hey, Mimi, good morning. Fed up. By the way, I'm on YouTube, not StreamYard, so I don't know if I can't like highlight your. No, I don't want to report you. Yeah, I was trying to put y'all's comments up, but so apparently, if I'm in YouTube Live, for those of you who have channels you may be starting, I you can't just click and put the comment at the bottom of the screen for some reason, which annoys the hell out of me. Hey, Nodaway, what's going on? Hey, Mimi. Um, yeah, so I'm now stuck in limbo because I have half my presentation done, but I need the spreadsheet, but the guy's in the field, so I'm trying to hunt him down or his boss so they can send it to me so I can do my stuff for this afternoon. So I figured I'd come say hi. This may become the new Nor beer for breakfast. No kidding. It'd be damn vodka for breakfast. If I didn't have to actually, in about 3 hours, I came from the gym. Um, but in 3 hours, I've got to be shirt, jacket, actually look civilized and go into a meeting. I probably already have whiskey in my coffee. It's been one of those like months. It's just been bizarre. But I wanted to I have a video coming out next week, which I've recorded this week. So, but I think it'll still be. I'm assuming it's still relevant. Um, Regarding the economics of everything, I've been listening to the forecasters, and a lot of these folks, they're not perfect, but they kind of have a good handle on what's going on. And if you play your cards right and you watch what you do, other than you will all take a beating. They're saying you could come out of the other side of this recession, depression, whatever the hell's fixing to happen, in not a terrible way. Um, but the advice they gave was the same stuff I've been hearing and I've been saying, reduce your debt load, pay cash if you can for what you need. If you can't finance it, if you can't buy it in cash, finance it with low or no interest so that, hey, Loretta, good morning. Um, I'm trying to, all right, I'm going to try and, no, I can go to channel. No, I don't want to go to channel. I don't want to put the user in timeout. Yeah, I can't figure out on YouTube Live how to throw your comments up there so everyone can see them. I can only do that with StreamYard. I'm waiting for the housing market to crash big time. That's not a bad idea. Hey, Just Josh, buenos dias, my friend. Um, and man, my schedule's been such that I'm missing a lot of content creators I used to follow regularly because Off the Wall normally does his morning live right on top of one of my meetings, and I never see him. I see him like 3 days later. It's been tough. I don't know, Josh, have you been that crazy busy at work? Because my schedule's all screwed up. This isn't even a morning I normally do a live. Um, but Yeah, that housing market comment, Nottaway made, yeah, so we were looking because, all our kids are married, they're young, early 20s, and we're like, okay, potential grandkids. And mother-in-law is elderly, and we're like, okay, we could potentially have mother-in-law move in with us, right? That would make sense if things happen a certain way. She may need to be watched, a house where we know she's being fed, she's going to the doctor and all that. And we were going to look at the houses and we're like, okay, the prices have gone up per square foot, right? And we was going to be a bigger house, so it'll be a little more mortgage. We get that. but the interest rates are stupid. So one of my colleagues, he just transferred across Texas to join our team here. Guy had a house, he had equity, good credit, and he said he went from like a 2 to a 8% interest. And absolutely, hey Henry, what's going on? Thank you, Loretta, for jumping in. Loretta started a new job last month before. She's been crazy busy. Hey Tamara, what's going on? William, hey Redleg, what's going on? I might be in your neck of the woods next month. So if I am, I will reach out, and we need to get Lee also, Cold War prepper. I'm actually gonna be. I have a trip scheduled to Killeen, so I think I'll be right between the two of you guys, so we can maybe set something up. All meet. There's a great Italian restaurant down there. We can all meet at. Um, but yeah, so he said his interest rate was quadruple from what he got. And he said my credit was good. Like he said, my credit didn't change very much. It goes up and down a little bit every month, but that's, you buy stuff, you pay it off, whatever. Um, you have 6 inches of snow. No, we had ice this morning. Hey, Tarsha, what's going on? Buenos dias. Um, yeah, I have a bunch of friends in the chat right now I hadn't run into in a hot minute. It's just been crazy busy. But yeah, if you're looking for that new house, Nottoway, expect the interest rate to be higher, but hopefully with the higher interest rate, people will slow down buying, which will force the sellers to come down on the house. So if you're trying to sell a house in a flooded market, it's not good. But if you're trying to do what you're doing and buy a house in that same market, it might be to your advantage. So you're going to have to watch the local market. You can run your own housing comps. What's the website? National Association of Realtors. You can, like, if you're looking at, say, a 2,500 square foot home, I'm just throwing that out there. You could pull up all the 2,500 square foot homes, print them out. You may have to do it by hand because you're not a real estate agent. You may not have the software, but you can calculate out, okay, what's the average price per square foot? What's the average insurance? So before you even show up to that house, you kind of know what you're doing and what you're going to pay. So let's see. Hey, Daryl Calhoun snuck in on me here. Hey, what's going on, y'all? I missed a few folks here. I'm not on StreamYard. I'm on YouTube Live, and I can't throw y'all's comments on the screen. At least I tried to, and I almost muted someone by accident. Hey, Jessica G, what's going on? So grateful our house will be paid off and within 5 years, no intention of moving ever. It would make no sense. No, and Mimi, I'm in the same boat. So I'm hitting I'm in that age group, but my company moves me. Now, to be fair, when the company relocates me, there's a whole package that goes with it and with my expertise and my level. So my situation is unique because there's substantial help. I mean, they have the moving crew come in because they need me in the new location as quickly as possible. These dudes literally went and took the dishes out of our pantry. The guy showed up the day before. He's like, whatever you need, put it in a duffel bag, stick it in your truck now, because if it's in the house, they're going to pack it. And he did not lie. They took the damn canned goods out. They took my damn the wine bottles, the plates. They wrapped everything. These about 10 guys came in and it was like whoosh. And then they lost my pizza tray and one of my heating stones for cooking, but I wound up with a new ladder and a rolling pin. Like I don't know how that trade happened. It wasn't like it was very expensive stuff. I think just when they put that much stuff into a truck and then they move it and then I get it on the other end, then they go to a new house and do it again, somebody is going to leave something in the back of the truck. So yeah, my pizza heating tray disappeared and I got a new ladder. I don't know if that's a wash or how that works. But yeah, I don't want to take on more debt than I have to, but my next house, I want it to be my last house. You know what I mean? So we're already looking if they move us back to Houston or to Dallas or to Austin or to San Antonio. We're already looking like, where would we go? If they say go here, where are we going to go? So we already have kind of areas picked out. We've already looked at the mortgages, the flooding, the insurance rates. We've run our own comps because Sassy was a real estate agent, so she knows how to do it. And we're kind of like, all right, depending on where they send me next, that'll be my last one. I'm done. I'm going to be like, y'all leave me here. If I'm going to retire my ass here, I'm done. So, but yeah, Nottoway, good luck. Watch your local market. Watch the micro market wherever you're looking. So like hypothetically, like if I was looking in Houston, you have the Northwest Houston, you have the Woodlands, you have Conroe, which is further out, you have the Heights, which is downtown, you have the Med Center, you have all these little submarkets. If you just look at Houston or New York City or any major area, you're not getting the right picture. You have to kind of do research and say, okay, I want to either move in this area or that area or that area, and then watch those markets, and you might make out with a really good deal. But yeah, folks, don't. Hey, Nate, what's going on? Sorry, I missed a few people here. I went off on my little thing. Joe Morgan, Joe, I just saw your video from yesterday about waking up early, man, and I about put coffee through my nose the way you started that one. But yeah, hey, good morning, Henry. Let's see who else. I missed a few folks in here. Daryl, what's going on? Hola. Jessica, hello. Loretta. Oops, I said, no, who did I miss anyone in there? But anyway, folks, must have been a good rant. It sounded like a slightly hungover rant, but I can't tell because the sarcasm has the same drip to it. So I was like, well, Joe's feeling good because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be smart ass. Like, you're one of those guys, you're like one of my friends here, that if he's not making smart ass comments, he actually got sick. I'll run into him and I'll be like, hey, what's up? He goes, fuck off. Okay, yeah. No, he's feeling right. When he goes, hey man, and he just sits real quiet, everyone immediately thinks he's not feeling good. He got sick to his stomach or something. Hey, Cold War, what's going on? It's good to see you. So, folks, some of these economists are actually saying if you play your cards right, you can kind of sneak your way through the recession. And we're all going to take hits, but they said if you play your cards right, you're going to have that wiggle room where you can kind of, I've used the boxing analogy, right? Boxers don't just get hit square. They're going to get hit, right? You get in a boxing ring, someone's going to punch you, but they roll with the punch so they can take it and then come back. You could do the same personally, economically. So that's our goal. Like my wife and I, after we visited our son overseas, we were like, all right, these are our goals this year. So we're all oriented. She's got that new gig, which she's super excited about. And it's a management gig. I need black bitter nectar of the gods. It's 6 a.m. Well, it's 6 a.m. by you. It's 8:30 over here. So okay, make money. You can make money going up or down. Yes, Nunya's right. You can make money going up or down, but just think about your decisions and be systemic, folks. And if you don't think you can make the stretch, I mean, some people are brave. They're like, I'm going to go all in, YOLO or whatever the kids say. But as you get older, YOLO isn't as fun. When you're 20, you can screw up all sorts of ways. And in theory, you have another 40, 50, 60 years of your life to fix it. When you're 45, 50, 60, you don't want to make stupid decisions because now you're stuck with them. You don't have that time to finagle. So, but do the homework because they're saying they're going to be deals in real estate. If you bring in the cash, keep your credit good, watch for a deal. And if you're willing to fix up a home, if it has some kind of issue and you're willing to take the home, just so you can jump into it, and with the understanding you're going to have to do some work. They said you can get a house that would normally be way out of your price range if you do it carefully and you do it smart. Same with cars. We were going to trade in Sassy's SUV because we downsized from a full-size SUV to something smaller because we thought it's just two of us, and we made 3 road trips and went, yeah, we should have kept the big truck. But right now, in our area, they literally have the sticker with the price and everything, and then underneath it's market adjustment, and they added 20 grand. And I'm like, what the hell's market adjustment? Does it have cocaine in there? Oh no, there's high demand vehicle in our area. Yeah, I'm not $20,000 high demand. My demand just went away now. So yeah, the dealerships are trying to get more money, but what they're doing, they're deflating their own market because now people are like, screw it. I intend to drive my F-150 till it goes to 200,000 miles or it dies. I've gone 120, 130 with F-150, Chevys, Dodges. I mean, I know we like to argue Toyotas. They'll go 150,000 miles if you take care of them and you don't do dumb things. I don't need a new truck that bad. But, if the market value is 50 and you're charging me 80 because you think it's market demand, oh, the hell with that. I damn well know what the truck costs, and it ain't that much. So we lost 100 grand to sell my parents' home because the person helping them pay their bill and the roof had hail damage. Oh, for crying out loud. Cold War, that sucks. Dickett Cricks. Oh, Lord. Yeah, Joe, I agree with you. I don't know where Joe got these new phrases. He and I and a few other people have been making up obscenities as we go, just to make it more fun. I just had back when I smoked, drank, and snorted in the 90s. I could retire again. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, Glenn found that one? Oh, Lord. I was messaging Glenn this morning, talking to him about his little side hustle. So also, I was talking to another content creator last night. If you have a side gig, right? If you have a business, you can write off. Okay, you guys remember when Donald Trump ran for office, right? Now, whether you like Trump or not, when he was debating Hillary, I think it was the second debate, and he said, the system is rigged. Her friends use the system as much as I do. I know it's rigged because I use it. She's lying, right? He called her out, and he was right. What he meant was there are little tricks in the tax code that even all of us can use. If you have a personal business, you can actually, there's a way to calculate out if you have, like, say, I don't know, what's a good example? You have a room dedicated to Etsy and you make coffee mugs, and that's all that room is for. You can actually deduct percentage of the house, percentage of your electrical, your cell phone, your internet against your federal taxes. Now, maybe not the state. The states are all different, but the feds all the way across. Nunya, actually, if the dog is used for a homesteading purpose, you may get an ag exemption. I don't know the ag stuff as well. So, for instance, if you have acreage, and my potatoes are supposed to be herding dogs, they're passed out on the floor now because they ate breakfast. But if I had goats and chickens, and I had 3 corgis, and I said the dog's purpose, aside from home protection, is to help me herd the stupid 10 goats from A to B so they don't destroy the property. There's a way to write off a portion of that under an agriculture, but it varies by state, and I don't know enough about it to give you wise advice. I'm not a financial advisor, so hey, Shorty, what's going on? So, but there are ways to do it. If you have a home business, right? You have a whole room dedicated to Etsy or something, you can write off certain things for that. So I would recommend talking to an accountant or somebody who owns a small business because they've already probably figured it out. Like Hudson Valley Prepping, he's a contractor. He has a business up north. And so he's probably, at least for his state, he's figured out, okay, I can write off mileage, write off my truck, write off gas, da 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 da. He knows what's going on. So, make sure. Also, if you're still in the workforce, you're not retired, update your resume this month, just in case you get kicked. And I'm going to do a video in way more detail about how to prep for that. I've already made one about job loss. Have your resume updated. The video was the most common SHTF nobody talks about. It's getting laid off, losing your job or your employment. Hey, Moonsprout, I missed a few of you in the chat. Loretta, you doing all right in there? I know you're the only, look like you're the only mod this morning. So, but it's all our regulars, so everybody's behaving, which is good. Um, Mine identifies as automatic hole punch. Wrote off. There you go. Um, Actually, so I need to check because if you have an LLC and you're forced to do an NFA with a firearm, technically speaking, you could assign the firearm to the company and then say this firearm is an asset of the, you know, Pete's Ranch. I'm just throwing something out. So I have a ranch. I've assigned these 3 NFA firearms to this ranch, but now it's a corporate property and it goes under a whole different set of rules. So they can't go, we want to see, that's like, no, this is a corporation. You don't come here. The SEC has to come here first. And it changes the dynamic of the law. I did not know this, and I'm not sure if that would stick in a court, but that's what I was told. So I got to do a little more homework on that. So you can assign pews to your ranch as an LLC, and then you have a list of authorized users, me, the wife, the adult sons, daughter-in-law, etc. Those are authorized users, but it is now an asset of the company. So I'll need to figure out if that will stick, but I need to, yeah, Nanya, you can do it as a trust, and I believe you can throw it into your LLC. Looks like we're getting some rescue bees this weekend. So Moonspout, my dad, most people in my age group, our parents were boomers. Oh, uh, most people in my age group, our parents would be called quote unquote boomers. My dad wasn't. He grew up in the Great Depression. He had me late in life, and he was a beekeeper. True story. He used to walk out, we'd go camping, and he'd just see a big flower bed full of honeybees, and he'd just stick his hand in there and come out with honeybees. They weren't stinging him, they're just walking around. He's like, look how beautiful they are. And then he like handed to my poor brother, and my brother instantly got stung. And then he was traumatized from bees. So hey Cassandra. Yeah, this is completely off schedule for me because I'm waiting for someone to send me a spreadsheet so I can finish my part of a presentation. So that, and I've texted Knucklehead. I think he's actually, to be fair to Knucklehead, I think he's actually really busy at the moment. And I can't find the data myself. So yeah, nope, he has not sent me any fun. And I really need to jump in there. So, but in any case, but it also depends on who they were, because a lot of the baby boomers were Korean War vets. My dad wound up joining the army in his late 30s. Actually made it through boot and did very well, and then he wound up a BAR gunner during the Korean War. So I had like a Puerto Rican version of Red Foreman as a dad, which was just when he, instead of calling me a dumbass, it would be in Spanish, like, ¿qué haces, pendejo? And then, you'd be like, I don't know, and then you'd be run off. But hey, so yeah, no, I'd love to do beekeeping. I just need to, I'm middle of hours and hours of research. Moonsprout, there's an organization. You may want to check the local universities if they have an agricultural program. There's an organization, I know they're in Texas, but I know it's not the only state that has them. And they, if you're in Texas, then they're beekeepers, like Beekeeping Association of Texas, but it's part of something bigger. And they actually will send a person when you receive your bees. They'll go there and help you pre-arrange everything, and then we'll be there to assist you in managing the bees for like the first couple of days and show you what you need. Because their whole goal is to repopulate massive bee colonies all over Texas. But I don't remember what the hell they're called. Now it's going to bother me. I'll have to look. If you're in Texas, check with A&M Tech or UT Agricultural. A&M in particular has a big program for that kind of study. And some of the graduate students may actually be willing, as part of their grad work, to go out there and help you. So, hey, Rapture Ready, good morning. So, yeah, folks, it's as far as I'm hearing, and oh, now they're texting me, so I guess I'm gonna have to jump off here and go to a meeting here in a minute. Um, the way it's looking, if you play your cards right, try to stay ahead of the curve, watch what's going on, and make thought out, careful decisions, you can roll through this and you might actually get a deal on a car or house or something you need that you've been putting off going through 2023. But it's going to be a rough ride. We're going to see some shortages. They're saying energy, certain manufacturing, and food is going to take off, but then tech, housing, there was a few other automotive, those are going to go the other way. So we're going to see some markets that have been really hot are going to dive bomb, and others that have been kind of flat are going to go the other way. So just watch what's going on and think about where you're going to put your oh, Henry Stitcher here in Virginia, the state will give you a grant to start hives. See, that's cool. Hey, Sassy, what's going on? I saw Sassy somewhere in there. Yeah, folks, do a little bit of homework in advance. Plan out what you're trying to do, and if you think you're going to buy a major purchase, a car, a home, a property, whatever, and you set your sights middle of the year, start doing the things now. Start getting pre-approved. Start paying down debt. Start upgrading your property if you're going to sell your home to get a new home. Make sure your car is in good shape, so if you do a trade-in, you get the most dollars for it, because they're expecting the automotive industry is going to take a hit later this year, and you could get a deal on a car or an SUV or whatever it is you're looking for. Just take some time, do your homework, guys. This is doable, but you got to think about it as you go through. A lot of people, most people won't, right? We're all in the preparedness minded community. We try to think ahead. We are probably, I don't know, Lee Redleg, what would you say? We're in the bottom 2% of society. Most 98% are not going to think the way all of you in the chat will. So, and Sassy throwing kisses at everyone out there because she's an awesome person. By the way, there are a lot of great content creators in the chat. So if you're new to watching me and you're not following them, go follow them. True American Loretta does great canning videos. Cold War Sassy, Joe, Daryl Moonsprout, you're doing videos again too, aren't you? There's a lot. I'm kind of losing track. The chat just took off on me. But folks, you plan it out. Be systemic. Do some homework. And take all the videos you see online with a grain of salt, because just because they have bad news doesn't mean you should freak. You take the bad news and say, okay, in light of what I've just been told, verify it, and then say, okay, what should I do about that? Is there an action I can take that will remove that danger or remove that risk from me? Okay, Moonsprout is going to start again. So Moonsprout, if you have a community page, tag me and a few of the other creators when you start throwing videos out. And what we'll try to do is share each other's videos. I'm trying to get all the smaller channels, like the under 500 followers, over 1,000 if we can. Yeah, Joe's channel is actually growing because he just speaks like what's in his heart, just comes out like every other morning he has a video. And so he's actually got a really good little following going in a very short time, just because he just speaks what's in his heart. So Rip has a channel. That's right. I forgot Rip was in there. Rip has a channel. But yeah, guys, so now they're texting me, so I'm going to have to jump. But folks, go follow each other, play the video back, and click on a few of the when the chat posts. It takes like a half a day to upload. Go look at those folks and start following them, because everyone has a different take, because we all have different backgrounds. And personally, this is a case where diversity is the best way to go about it, because you have so many different ideas. It gives you so much to choose from, because just because it works for me doesn't mean it'll work for you where you are or what your situation in life is. But someone in the chat may be creating a video and you may say, that person is right where I am. I understand what he's talking about or she's talking about. So folks, help each other out there, collaborate, talk to each other. I've got a Discord. I think the Northern Girl, Papa Prepper, who's kind of taken a leave from YouTube for a while. Myself, there are 4 of us that have Discords out there. If you go to my About tab, you can dig down. There should be a link in there and jump in. Hey, Carbon Q. Carbon Q is another content creator. Is Northern Girl in there? She's sneaking on me. I don't see her. She may be in there. But yeah, folks, so I'm going to have to roll out because now hopefully they sent me what I need. But anyway, guys, be good. God bless. Take your time. You can get through this year, but plan out what you're doing. And listen to some of these finance forecasters because they'll tell you, yeah, this is going to take a hit, but these guys may do better. Find out what that company is doing. Are they getting heavy on cash? Are they paying down debt? Are they gobbling up deals when they find it? See what they're doing and learn from them, right? They have whole departments dedicated to getting through times like this. My company actually my company is over 100 years old. I'll just say that much. So it's gone through the Cold War, World Wars, recessions, Cuban Missile Crisis, all this stuff. They're still here. They're still kicking globally. What are they doing? I'm watching my own CEO like a hawk because I'm like, I know what he's doing. I get what he's doing. Follow these men and women because they know what they're doing. And if they don't, you watch them get fired. And then you're like, okay, I'm not following that guy because he got shit canned. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I got to run. They finally got me what I need. But you guys be good and be safe out there. Remember, take your time. Be systemic. There's no need to freak out. And by the way, my good friend Jason, the Angry Prepper, I think he's coming on in 15 minutes. So go see him. And I think Off the Wall finished a video earlier. So if you want to go see him as well, I kind of just jumped in between them. You guys be good. Take care out there.